The universe is vast, ancient, and silent. For as long as we have looked up at the stars, we have wondered, are we alone? The sheer number of stars in our galaxy, the Milky Way, is staggering, estimated to be in the hundreds of billions. And our galaxy is just one of an estimated 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. Each of these stars is a potential sun, and many of them likely have planets orbiting them, just like our own solar system. Given these incomprehensible numbers, it seems statistically inevitable that life, even intelligent life, should have arisen somewhere else. This is the heart of a profound and unsettling question known as the Fermi paradox. First posed by the physicist Enrico Fermi, it simply asks, if the universe is so vast and old, and the probability of life is not zero, then where is everybody? Why do we see no evidence of alien civilizations? No radio signals? No megastructures? No visitors? The silence from the cosmos is deafening, and it suggests a number of possibilities, some of which are deeply disturbing. One of the most compelling and terrifying explanations for this cosmic silence is a concept called the Great Filter. The Great Filter is a theoretical barrier or challenge that is so difficult to overcome that it prevents life from becoming an advanced, spacefaring civilization. It acts as a bottleneck in the development of life, filtering out almost all potential civilizations before they can make their presence known in the galaxy. This filter could be any number of things, a single catastrophic event, or a series of hurdles that are nearly impossible to clear. The frightening part is, we don't know where this filter lies in the timeline of life. Is it behind us, in our distant past, or is it still waiting for us, somewhere in our future? The answer to that question holds the key to humanity's destiny. Let's consider the possibility that the Great Filter is behind us. This would be the most optimistic scenario. It would mean that we, humanity, have already passed the most difficult test. Perhaps the emergence of life itself is the filter. The transition from non-living chemical compounds to the first self-replicating organisms might be an event of such staggering improbability that it has only happened once in our galaxy. If this were the case, we would be the first and only life to have made it this far. Another possibility is that the jump from simple prokaryotic cells to complex eukaryotic cells was the filter. This evolutionary leap took over 1 billion years on Earth and may be an incredibly rare event, preventing most life from ever evolving beyond the microscopic level. Or maybe the development of complex tool use, language, and the intelligence required to build a technological civilization is the truly difficult step. If any of these past milestones were the Great Filter, it would explain the silence. It would mean that we are a statistical miracle. The universe isn't empty because life is doomed. It's empty because we are the first to win the cosmic lottery. This would be wonderful news. It would mean our future is an open road and the stars are ours for the taking. But there is another, more sobering possibility. What if the Great Filter is not in our past, but in our future? This would imply that the path we are on has been traveled by countless other civilizations before us, and none of them have survived. The silence we observe would be the silence of a cosmic graveyard. If this is the case, then the emergence of life and even intelligence might be relatively common across the universe. Many planets may teem with life, and many civilizations may rise, develop technology, and look to the stars just as we are doing now. But something always stops them. Something always prevents them from expanding into the galaxy. This future filter could take many forms. Perhaps it's a technological challenge that is inherent to all advanced civilizations. It could be the invention of a technology that is inevitably self-destructive, like advanced artificial intelligence that turns against its creators, or a weapon so powerful it sterilizes its home planet. Maybe it's not technology itself, but the consequences of it. Civilizations might consistently destroy their own environments, exhausting their planet's resources and causing a collapse from which they can never recover. Climate change, resource depletion, and ecological collapse could be universal filters that no civilization has yet figured out how to sustainably manage. Or the filter could be something from the outside, a cosmic event that is unavoidable. A nearby gamma-ray burst could periodically sterilize large swaths of the galaxy, wiping out any life that has reached a certain level of complexity. These possibilities are terrifying because they suggest that we are marching towards a predictable and unavoidable doom. We are following a well-trodden path that leads directly to extinction. This brings us to a strange and counterintuitive idea. The best news we could possibly receive in our search for extraterrestrial life might be nothing at all. Imagine we send a rover to Mars, and we find evidence of ancient fossilized microbial life. This would be a monumental discovery, but it would be bad news for the Great Filter theory. It would suggest that the first step, the emergence of simple life, is not the filter. Life isn't that rare after all. Now, imagine we discover something even more complex on Mars. What if we found fossils of multicellular organisms, like ancient plants or simple creatures? This would be even worse news. It would mean that neither the emergence of life nor the jump to complex life is the Great Filter. Both of these incredibly difficult steps in our own history are in fact common. This pushes the Great Filter further down the timeline, making it much more likely that the filter is still ahead of us. The more complex the life we find, the more likely it is that a future doom awaits us. The most terrifying discovery we could possibly make would be to find the ruins of an extinct alien civilization on a nearby planet. Finding evidence that another intelligent species arose, built a civilization, and then vanished would be a chilling confirmation that the filter lies in our future. Would be a cosmic tombstone, a warning that we are next. This is why finding no life on Mars or anywhere else we look might be the very best news humanity could ever get. If our solar system is completely sterile, if Earth is the only place where life ever took hold, it would strongly suggest that the Great Filter is behind us. The absolute silence and emptiness of the universe would be a sign of our own incredible luck and a bright future. It would mean that we are not doomed to repeat the mistakes of countless others. We are the first. The responsibility would be immense. If we are the only intelligent life in the galaxy, or even the universe, then the survival and flourishing of consciousness rests entirely on our shoulders. We would be the sole guardians of a precious cosmic flame. So as we continue to explore the cosmos, sending probes to distant worlds and listening for signals from the stars, we should hope for silence. The empty, quiet void may be the most beautiful and hopeful thing we could ever discover. It tells us that our future is not written, and our destiny is still in our own hands. Thank you for watching. If you find these kinds of cosmic questions as fascinating as I do, consider subscribing to Curiosity Repo for more journeys into the unknown.